Hello Interverse, hello YouTube, D2D sound. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, coming back in 3, 2. Hello Interverse, hello, wherever you are, Twitter, Facebook, Steemit, Whale Shares, Reddit, wherever you are residing in the Interverse. Hello, Crypto G here, coming at you with another video tutorial. This is going to be carrying on from our sort of basic editing tutorial, introduction to editing, I should say. And for those of you who are kind of beginners and just playing around with editing software for the first time, I'll leave a link in the description below if you haven't seen that and you want to familiarize yourself. I would recommend watching that first. Okay, let's get right into this. I'm not going to create a project because I'm going to assume that you kind of know how to do that by now. It's just I'll quickly show you. We'll go out here. This is the interface you see when you start. Click on Create Project, name it, choose a frame rate for your video, and yeah, that's all explained in the last one, so I'm not going to go into that now. Right, so I'm going to click into Edit Story, which is our project here, and we're now going to look at the timeline. Now the timeline, as you know, has got one video track at the moment and 4 audio tracks. So we can right click on it and we'll get a menu with various choices. The one we're going to look at the moment is tracks. So we're going to add a video track. Boom, there we go. And so now we've got V1 and V2. And as far as which one will play, it's the topmost one without a gap. Okay, so at the moment we've got a huge gap on V1 because we've now been bumped down to V2, which is the one we've created. And so obviously we see everything in the timeline. However, if I come back up here to clips, it's not really a relevant clip, but I'm going to bring it in anyway. And now we have 2 clips. So the clip that we can see, the clip that your viewers will see, is the one at the top. If we get rid of some of that, I'm just going to get rid of that. I'll tell you how I did that in a second. Then we see the clip underneath. So we see the motorbike. We hit play. And boom, there we go. Okay. So how we make cuts, how I just got rid of that bit, I'm just going to undo with Control Z. Control Z, there we go. How we cut is quite simple. It's C for cut. We use on the keyboard. There are other ways, you know, you can make edit. I think this is the best way to be getting on with, especially if you're just starting out. So we hit C where we want to cut. Let's say, just for randomness sake, it's there. And when I hit C on my keyboard, you'll see that we have a line there. And when I mouse over, we'll see these brackets, these kind of white brackets. And depending on if I'm sitting in the middle, to the right, or to the left, will depend on what I'm controlling. If I just come right over and mouse over the actual clip, that's the one I'm controlling. So if I hit right click, hit remove, and there we go, we've got it, and that's our first edit. And we can go from there to the time lapse. We can carry on doing that. I'll create a couple more. So we'll go C, I'll just create them all at once, C, and say C. So I'll get rid of that top one so that we end on motorbike. Oops, don't want to do that. I want to actually take my playhead there first, remove there, and yeah. So there we go. So we start on a motorbike, and as you can see, it switches to that time lapse, switches back to the motorbike, back to the time lapse, and back to the motorbike again. Okay, so there we have it. That's a very simple way of doing it. When you've finished, I would either move these down directly over the clips, like so, yeah, and remove the track, delete track. So which track do we want to delete? We want to delete V1 and say OK. And that's our finished sequence. Okay, so that's very simple cutting of various clips. We will find out how to make them a bit sort of snazzier so that they don't just jump straight from one to the other in a future video. Okay, so I hope that's helped you just at least get some simple stuff going. Keep watching these, and I shall see you soon. Crypto G